basically, one day I just heard the word ghost, just like randomly, and then I kind of like thought about it, and at that moment I kept saying that, oh, I'm genderqueer, but I wanted to find a better way to like kind of like to represent myself in a way, and when I heard the term ghost, I was like, whoa, that kind of makes me feel like I resonate with that word, just in the way that I feel like I'm like my gender is invisible in the world, and I'm just kind of like, and my identity is not being recognized, so I'm like this ghost and then a boy, because since being genderqueer, it's like an invisible gender that people don't really know about or are educated about. So I thought that was like a shorter way to like explain that. Genderqueer is basically, it's like an open term. There's no one set way to define it, but to me personally, it's representing with masculine and feminine sides to myself, and just kind of being able to express myself in the ways that I feel comfortable. I'm not forced into one category of what gender is, and I kind of am able to like comfortably and fluidly express myself in the way I express my gender. But it also like encompasses like a wide scope of identities with people that represent with multiple genders or no gender or anything in between. Okay, so these were the zines that I made. This one was the first one I ever made when I first figured out what the term genderqueer was, and then I was like, frick, I resonate with this, and so I made a whole presentation in class about it. And then this was like a kind of a coming out zine to all of like my family and friends who either didn't know anything about me being genderqueer or had like some idea, but just kind of like a huge thing just to kind of like educate them about it. I've started taking testosterone. This upcoming Monday will be my 3rd week on testosterone. This is the testosterone, and it's like super little. It's really funny because it's like, this is something that like a lot of trans masculine, trans guys, genderqueer people, like this is like their life. They do this every day for the rest of their life. I mean, once a week for the rest of their lives, and like it comes in such a small little like thing, which is really like, I think it's cute that it's like so little, but it has a lot of stuff in it. But basically, so you take this, you clean the top, you take a needle and you stick the needle inside, and then you fill it to like your dose, and these are just like the needles and the like other, there's like the needle and the syringe and then just the needle because you switch the needles, but it's actually really easy. You just know where it's like your muscle. And so basically I did it, and it's like feels like a pinch kind of, and then the thing is it's like has a thick consistency, so you kind of have to like push in order to like inject everything in. So it is painful because it's like this long needle you stick all the way into your skin and then like push to inject it, and then so it's not like a quick thing. My appetite increased like crazy, and I knew that there was like gonna be an increase in appetite, and so I was like kind of prepared, but then when it happened I was like, this isn't real. Like I thought I could control it, but I couldn't. Like I had been eating meals like continuously, like throughout one day. I just like kept eating, and then at night I was like gonna cry because I was so hungry, and then like I went to get like a bunch of junk food and I ate it all, and it was really gross. There are a few well-known surgeons that specialize in top surgery and other transgender surgeries, and I was recommended to them by a lot of different people, and basically now those are the, I'm going to be seeing Dr. Sauterwhite, which works with Dr. Crane in San Francisco, which are very well-known surgeons that do these surgeries like on a daily basis, and they're so well-known that they're like constantly booked. And so it's really hard to get an appointment with them. Basically, we scheduled the official surgery date for May 21st, but because I'm doing it outside of my insurance company, we have to like pay for it ourselves. I make a bunch of art, and I make shirts and comics and like patches and like a bunch of random stuff. And I made an Etsy account to start selling clothes and things like that to kind of fundraise for the surgery. And that was kind of like my separate thing. And then I also, there've been a lot of family and friends that have been reaching out and like, we want to fund you, like we want to help pay for this, which was like an amazing thing that I was really honored to hear, like to have that support. So I made a GoFundMe to reach like family that like live far away and stuff, so they could like help basically support me to pay for top surgery, which was really amazing. You can be genderqueer and get top surgery. You can be transitioning and like female to male and to get top surgery. There are a lot of like people that get top surgery. It's not only like confined to one person, but something that I specifically have felt uncomfortable with is when people like refer to like my chest as like breasts, because like I do know that like I was born in like the anatomy of like of a girl or whatever that means, but basically I've always felt like I had a chest. It was just not flat. I just want to be happy.